Example number 10. Convert the equation to standard form by completing the square on x or y. Then find the vertex, focus, and directrix of the parabola. Finally, graph the parabola. So our equation is y squared minus 4y plus 16x plus 4. Now, because I have a y squared, I have to complete the square for y. So I look at the term that has the y to the first. I take half of that. So negative 4 times a half, and then I square it. That's negative 2 squared, which means I'm going to add a 4 to both sides. All right? So then I'm going to factor y minus 2 squared. It's always this half number is how it factors. So it's always going to be half of whatever that y to the first coefficient is. And then I've got a plus 16x, a plus 4, and an equals 4. Now I need to move these to the other side. So I'm going to subtract a 16x, and I'm going to subtract a 4. And what happens when I do that is I get y minus 2 squared equals negative 16x. So look, these cancel out. Now remember, we have y minus 2 squared equals 4p x minus, in this case, 0. Okay, so our 4p has to be negative 16. So our p has to be negative 4. So a quick sketch. Now remember, if y is squared, it's going to be either this or this. Okay, so we know that our vertex is at x is 0, y is 2, because remember this is like x minus 0 here. So 0, 2 is up here, and our p is a minus 4, so we have to go to the left 4, because remember it's on its side, so it's either left or to the right, and since it's negative, I go to the left. That's going to give me my focus. Here's my vertex. And then I got to go to the right 4 from that vertex and draw in my directrix, which is going to be at x equals 4. This is at 0, 2. And this is at negative 4, 2. So let's fill in these parts. The standard form is y minus 2 squared equals negative 16x. We got our vertex was at 0, 2, so it was here, 0, 2. We found negative 16 is 4p. So p is negative 4, so we went to the left 4 for our focus, and to the right 4 for our directrix. Okay, so this was at x equals 4. That's our directrix. Our focus, since we went 4 to the left, is at negative 4, and it's still at 2 on the y, so negative 4, 2 on the y, and our vertex was at 0, 2. So we draw our graph. We really need, when we're doing this in my math lab, we got to be precise about a point. So let's find a point. Usually if you use the value of the focus, then it's easy to find the 2 other points. So if our focus is at x is negative 4, y is 2, let's put in that x is negative 4. So y squared minus 4y plus 16 times negative 4 plus 4 equals 0 is y squared minus 4y minus 64 plus 4 equals 0. That gives me y squared minus 4y minus 60 equals 0. So I have to figure out how to factor that. And so I need the factors of negative 60. That'll give me a negative 4. And let's see, negative 1 and 60, negative 2 and 30, negative 3 and 20, negative 4 and 10. So far, none of those can give me a 4. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to try some more. Negative 5 and 12, negative 6 and 10. That gives me a plus 4, so I know I need a negative 10 and 6. So it's going to be y minus 10 times y plus 6 equals 0. So that's going to give me y equals 10 and y equals negative 6. So y equals 10 is about here. And y equals negative 6 is about here. And you see your symmetry there. And you can connect through the vertex, through the 2 points, to get the graph of your parabola.